Yo, Giants Nation, let's light this up. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the heart of the New York Giants 2025 season. And there's a name you might not expect stealing the spotlight. Picture this, a gritty, under-the-radar linebacker, flying around the field, stuffing runs, and becoming the unsung hero of Big Blue's defense. But is he really the key to our rebuild? Bleacher Report's got a hot take that's got everyone talking. And we're breaking all down today with the latest New York Giants news. Drop a comment right now. Do you think this player is the future, or are we sleeping on someone else? Let's get fired up and dig into the story of the Giants' most underrated building block. All right, Giants fans, the 2025 season is here, and the New York Giants are in the middle of a massive rebuild. After a rough few years, we're hungry for a turnaround, and the hope is alive at MetLife Stadium. General Manager Joe Schoen and head coach Brian Daboll are stacking this roster with talent, from superstar draft picks to veteran leaders. But hold up, Bleacher Report's Mo Moton just dropped a curveball, saying the most promising building block for the Giants isn't a big name like Malik Nabers or Dexter Lawrence, but inside linebacker Micah McFadden. Yeah, you heard that right, Micah McFadden. So, who is this guy and why is he getting this kind of hype? Let's break it down, Giants Nation, and figure out if Moton's onto something or if he's way off base. What's your gut telling you? Hit the comments and let's talk. Let's start with the man of the hour, Micah McFadden. This dude's been flying under the radar since the Giants snagged him in the 5th round of the 2022 draft out of Indiana. At 24 years old, he's not a household name like Saquon Barkley was or Malik Nabers is now, but McFadden's quietly become a cornerstone of this defense. In 2023, he stepped into a starting role and finished 3rd on the team in tackles. But last season, he took it to another level, leading the Giants with a team-high 148 tackles per NFL.com. That's right, McFadden was everywhere, bringing an aggressive, downhill style that's perfect for stopping the run. His standout game came against the New Orleans Saints, where he was a one-man wrecking crew. According to NFL Pro, McFadden recorded 6 stuffs on rushing attempts for no gain, the best single-game performance by any defender that week. Imagine that. McFadden stonewalling Alvin Kamara in the Saints' backfield, sending a message that Big Blue's defense is no joke. Can you picture him doing that against the Eagles or Cowboys? Who else is hyped for this guy? Drop it below, but here's where it gets tricky. McFadden's a beast against the run, but his coverage skills? Yeah, that's been a knock on him. Last season, he struggled in pass defense, posting a 114.4 coverage rating per Pro Football Focus, which is worse than his 2023 mark of 82.8, but a slight improvement from his rookie year's 119.4. Teams target him for an average of 3.8 yards per coverage snap, the highest of his career, and he gave up 2 touchdowns in coverage, matching his total from his first 2 seasons combined. Opponents also racked up 155 air yards against him, more than double the 70 air yards he allowed in his first 2 years. Now, at 24, McFadden's entered his prime and a contract year, which means the pressure's on. Spotrac hasn't projected his market value yet, but unless he tightens up in coverage, the Giants might hesitate to break the bank. So, Giants Nation, what's the verdict? Can McFadden step up his pass defense and become a complete linebacker, or is this a deal breaker? Let me know what you think. Now, let's zoom out and talk about why Moton's pick is raising eyebrows. The Giants have a stacked roster with names that scream superstar potential. Malik Nabers, our second-year wideout, is coming off a historic rookie season with 109 catches for 1,204 yards and 7 touchdowns, making him the NFL's 7th best receiver, according to ESPN. Then there's Dexter Lawrence, a defensive tackle who's been a Pro Bowl wrecking ball, anchoring the line with 68 tackles and 7.5 sacks last season. Don't forget Brian Burns and rookie Abdul Carter, who are turning our pass rush into a nightmare for quarterbacks. 45 sacks last year, 9th in the league. And how about Tyrone Tracy Jr., the running back who burst onto the scene with 839 rushing yards and 38 catches? With all this talent, calling McFadden the most promising building block feels like a stretch. Moton argues McFadden's consistency and youth make him the glue of the defense, but I'm not sold. What about you, Giants Nation? Is McFadden the key to our future, Or are Neighbors, Lawrence, or someone else the real MVPs of this rebuild? Hit the comments with your pick. Let's talk about the bigger picture, because the Giants are fighting to climb out of the NFC East basement. Last season's 3-14 record was a gut punch, and the division's only gotten tougher. The Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off a Super Bowl win, are led by Jalen Hurts, who's a dual-threat nightmare. The Washington Commanders, with Jaden Daniels under center, just made the NFC Championship game. And don't get me started on the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott's beaten us 8 straight times. Add in a brutal schedule with matchups against Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, and Jordan Love, and it's clear the Giants have no room for error. But here's where McFadden could shine. If he can anchor the linebacker core, stop the run, and improve in coverage, he could help this defense, already bolstered by newcomers like cornerback Paulson Adebo and safety Jevon Holland, hold its own against these high-powered offenses. Imagine McFadden stuffing Saquon Barkley to line or breaking up a pass to CeeDee Lamb. That's the kind of impact that could flip games and prove Moton right. So, Giants fans, which matchup are you most excited to see McFadden dominate? Drop it below. Speaking of the defense, let's give some love to the other pieces making this unit click. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau are a pass rusher's dream team, and rookie Abdul Carter's already drawing comparisons to Micah Parsons on X for his explosive athleticism. The secondary is getting a boost too, with Adebo and Holland joining forces to fix last year's 24th ranked pass defense. Posts on X are calling this group a sleeping giant, and I'm starting to believe it. If McFadden can hold down the middle, this defense could go from good to elite. But it's not just about the defense. The offense is loaded too. Russell Wilson, our new QB, brings 10-time Pro Bowl experience and threw 42 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. With neighbors Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, and running backs Tracy and Cam Skattebo, this attack has the potential to light up scoreboards. The question is, can they gel in time to take on the NFL's toughest schedule? What's your bold prediction for this offense, Giants Nation? Let's hear it. I've got some fresh New York Giants news to keep this hype train rolling, straight from the official team website and recent updates. Training camp kicks off July 23rd at the Quest Diagnostics Training Center, with 11 open practices for fans to catch the action live. The team's 25 Questions in 25 Days series is building buzz, and one hot topic is who'll be the 2025 captains. Russell Wilson's a no-brainer after 12 straight years as a captain. But can McFadden sneak in as a defensive leader? Plus, X-posts are buzzing about a recent workout in San Diego where Wilson, Neighbors, Tracy, and others were grinding together, building chemistry before camp. That's the kind of dedication that gets me pumped. I also checked the latest from Giants.com, and they're hyping McFadden's leadership, noting he's been mentoring younger linebackers like Darius Muaso. Any other Giants news you're hearing about? Share in the comments, and I'll keep you posted. Now, let's get real for a second. The Giants are in rebuild mode, and it's not going to be easy. Moton's take on McFadden might be bold, but it's a reminder that championships are built on players who do the dirty work. McFadden's not flashy, but his 148 tackles last season and his relentless motor make him a guy you can't ignore. Still, with stars like Neighbors, Lawrence, and Burns, it's hard to crown him the top building block. This season's about proving doubters wrong, and it starts week 1 against Commanders on September 7th. A win there could set the tone for the whole year. Imagine McFadden stuffing a Daniels run, Wilson hitting Neighbors for a deep TD, and MetLife going wild when we upset Philly in week 2. That's the vision, Giants Nation. Which game are you circling as our chance to shock the world? Drop it below. Here's the bottom line. The Giants are loaded with talent, from McFadden's grit to Neighbors' star power to Wilson's leadership. The NFC East is a war zone, and our schedule's brutal. But this team's got that underdog spirit we love. Remember 2007? Nobody gave us a shot against the 18-0 Patriots, but we shocked the world. I'm feeling that same energy for 2025. McFadden might not be the face of the franchise, but if he steps up, he could be the heart of this defense. So, Giants Nation, are you buying Moton's take, or is someone else the key to this rebuild? Comment your thoughts, and let's get this debate fired up. All right, Big Blue Faithful, it's time to bring it home. The 2025 season is our chance to show the NFL what the New York Giants are made of: heart, hustle, and a whole lot of fight. Smash that like button if you're all in for Micah McFadden and this squad. Drop a comment with your predictions for the season. And subscribe to the channel for all the latest New York Giants news. Don't forget to share this video with every Giants fan you know. Let's build this community and make some noise. I'm hyped, you're hyped, and the Giants are ready to roll. Let's go Big Blue. See you in the comments. And as always, go Giants.